Okay, we're going to have a little pep talk. Normally I have some sort of caffeine, but I've already had too much. So I have water off screen over here. I have water and we're going to talk good. See, I told you I can't have any more caffeine. We are going to have a little talk about confidence. We are going to have a little talk about confidence, not because I'm the most confident person in the world, but because I have this conversation with myself all the time. So I'm going to have this conversation with you. Grab a cup of coffee and, or not, or maybe you need a cup of water like I do. But it's all good. We're here. The baby monitor is here, which means the toddler is asleep, and we've got a second before I have to go pick up my kids from school. Yee. Let's do the thing. Okay, we're going to talk about the inner monologue of confidence versus the inner monologue of self-doubt. The inner monologue of self-doubt first. Let's cover that first. The inner monologue of self-doubt says two short, punchy statements that are very emotional and don't have any reasoning behind them. Listen, okay? Listen. Self-doubt or imposter syndrome says, how dare I can't. Those two statements don't invite explanation. They don't invite argument. They don't invite discussion. They are emotional. They are short, sweet, and to the point. And the point is wrong. The point is bad. So that's what self-doubt says. That's the inner monologue we tell. That's the self-talk we are saying when we give into the imposter syndrome or we give into self-doubt. Okay? We give into, how dare I do this thing or think this thing or say those things, whatever. And how dare I can't. It's very limited. It's very fatalistic. Okay? Okay. And then when we say those things out loud, they start to sound silly. Not even just silly, but like when you say, I can't out loud, or, oh, how dare I do this? Like you say the thing out loud that you're doubting yourself about, it gets small. It sounds really big in our heads and then it gets small. Conversely, confidence has a much longer self-dialogue. Confidence is rooted in both emotions and reason. Confidence is rooted in both emotions and reason. Self-doubt is mostly just emotions, okay? The self-talk and the dialogue in our head with doubt and imposter syndrome is louder in here than it is out when we say it out loud. When we say it out loud, it gets small. It's less impactful. It doesn't feel as true. But when we're saying it in our heads and not saying it out loud, it sounds big. Now, confidence is the opposite. When we are only saying in our heads the dialogue that confidence says, it sounds small. It feels small. When you say it out loud, it gets bigger. It feels more true, and more confident is expansive. Okay? So, confidence says 4 things. Confidence says, look at my notes real quick. Confidence says, I have, I can, I will, I dare. And all 4 of those points build on each other. So confidence roots itself in past actions or past things that have already happened. And it says, I have done this thing. It is already accomplished. It is in the past. It has happened. I have accomplished whatever the thing is. I have finished whatever the thing is. I have done this thing before. It can be a direct correlation or not. I will get through examples in a little bit. So after you have walked through, I have done these things before. I have done difficult things. Therefore, I can do this other difficult thing. The next thing that encourages, that walks us to the next step is I can learn a new skill. I can try this new thing. I can write this story. I can sing this song. I can parent my child. Whatever it is, based on what I have experienced before, based on the past, I can move forward. I can do this thing. Now, don't stop there. Make it stronger. Make it bigger. Okay? I can. I have. The third one is I will. Now, this is when it's real tough. The two end statements are really when we don't want to and our emotions are not keeping up with us. And that's okay. That happens. After you said, I have and I can, sometimes you still are sitting there saying, I don't want to. But instead, we're going to say, I will. I will get up out of my seat. I will go hug my husband. I will go apologize to my mom. I will write this next scene. I will draw my next sketch. I will sing my next solo. I will, whatever it is, I will do this hard thing. I will go to it. A lot of times I find when I say the thing that I want to do, that is hard to do, and I say it out loud, no, I will do this, it feels so much easier to do. Just saying it out loud. It is good self-talk. Saying a true thing. So I have, rooted in the past, I can, which I can, newsflash, is saying a true thing. I can, I am, you could also say I am. I will is you are resolving to do the thing. I dare. I dare. This is really where you have achieved it. I dare is confidence manifested. I dare to do this thing. And it's not an I dare like in a rebellious way necessarily, but it's I dare. I am daring. I am confident. And you're saying that out loud to yourself, even if you don't feel it yet. A lot of times, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times my feelings don't come until I'm like halfway through the deal. Like my emotions are very delayed sometimes. So saying these things out loud really help me to do the thing instead of wallowing in the self-talk of I can't, oh, I dare, I, blah, blah, blah. No, we say these out loud and we're going to be confident with ourselves and do that. Let me give some examples. I'm going to use some personal examples. I'm sure you can come up with your own things. So the I have and I can pulls from life, things you have already experienced. And I wrote down the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for me, I can do a creative thing because I have done a lot of creative things already. I have performed 6 musicals. I have sung many solos. I have learned dances that were really difficult. I have whatever. I have done all these things. That's my good. That's in my good category. But because I've done all those things that have made me do things and learn things and put myself out there, I can then do things where I am putting myself out there, where I am learning something new, where I am learning to collaborate with people I've never met before, maybe. That those correlate. Now, the good, the bad, we're numbering things today. Number 2, the bad. I've talked about this before. I have suffered a miscarriage. I have lost family members. I've lost friends. I have gone through difficulties. I can do hard things and come out the other side. Yes, it was hard. Yes, I still have bad days. The bad things don't end everything. That can encourage us so much and give us confidence to choose to walk into something that is difficult, like a hard conversation or whatever. That was the only thing I could come up with. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Just stuff is ugly sometimes in a broken, bad world with people who are messy and evil sometimes. Stuff gets ugly, and we've all walked through things like that. Or if we want to take a more humorous route, we've all had a bad hair day. Did that end the world? No. We walked through it and then we had a good hair day. Or we walked through it and put our hair in a bun. Or in my case, chopped it all off. It's fine. But you're okay. You're okay. It's going to be all right. Also, part of the I have and I can statements that are part of the confident self-talk is not just what you have done, but who you are. For example, I can draw confidence in I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, a friend, a singer, a teacher, a writer. All of these things that I am, that makes me so when you list out all the things that you are, it makes you are big. You are so big. big on the inside, to quote Miss Bourne. I just read that the other day. You're big on the inside. Like, you're big on the inside. You're big. You list out all your things, all the things that you are. You're also, let's see, what else we got? Your religion, your family, your cultural background, your cultural foreground, I guess you could say. You just, all the things. I'm a California girl, and I had to admit that to myself. Because sometimes I don't like living in California, mostly because it's expensive and I have a lot of kids. But also, I am such a California girl. At this point, I'm like, I don't think I would survive anywhere else. But also, I've lived in California, in the most expensive state in the world. I think I could get by. Anyways, and then possibly the most important thing is a lesson I learned from Bluey. Can you tell I'm a mom? And it's from the drawing episode. It's pretty good for a 7-year-old. When that imposter syndrome is super loud, like right now, I am writing my first book. And I just wrote a scene the other day and then tried to move on with my day. And I couldn't, because the entire rest of the day I thought of all of the things that I didn't put in the scene, that I should put in the scene, that aren't there, or all of the things that I wrote that it could be better. And I had to just stop and tell myself, this is pretty good for a 33-year-old mom who has never written a book before. Yes, it is. And that's great. That's amazing. Whatever you're doing, it's pretty good for you. Look what you've done before. What's that song from Hairspray? I know we've come so far. We've got so far to go. Like, you have grown so much already. Don't compare yourself to like someone who's beyond where you are. I want to grow that way for sure, but like, it's pretty good for a 7-year-old. Bluey, teaching us lime lessons. Very valuable lime lessons. So, to conclude, my friends, for our little pep talk, and this is great. I love having pep talks. I pep talk myself all the time. If you ever pass me driving in the car, I'm probably giving myself a pep talk. Like, I'm just talking to myself all the time. That's just the way it goes. So just to conclude this pep talk, let me review. Self-doubt and imposter syndrome are limited and they're loud inside. And they say two things. How dare you? You can't do that. How dare I? I can't do that. They're like a firework. Like, they're very loud and big and bright, but then they're gone. Focus on confidence, which is a lot more long-lasting and more expansive and is quiet in our heads, but is louder when you say it out loud, okay? And confidence says, I have, I can, I will, I dare. I have done these things before. It's a reasonable thought process of looking back in order to look forward. I am this person. I can learn things. I can do this thing. I am me. Look at me. It's that song from Phineas and Ferb. I'm me. I think Vanessa sings it. 3. I will do this thing. That's the self-talk of, okay, self, we will. And 4, I dare. No, not just I will. I dare to do it. It builds on top of each other. It gets bigger each time. I dare to do this thing. Watch me go. Watch me fly. It's very Peter Pan. Watch me fly. I make a lot of references if you haven't noticed. Welcome to my channel where I just reference lots of other things constantly. I'm a millennial. What are you going to do? I need some coffee. No, I'm not having coffee. We already talked about this. I'm not having coffee. Maybe a matcha. That's just as much caffeine. I'm talking really fast. Maybe I just need to drink some water and calm down. Maybe I'll go, okay. Thank you for listening to me talk. You're doing really great. You're doing really great. You're doing really great. My name's Anna and I write, and I'll see you next time. Bye.